Kansas was a little different for me this year. I actually got a chance to hunt some private ground with Scotty and Michelle Wells. So I was lucky enough to get my hands on one of the last leftover tags, and we started talking food plots and trail cam pictures. Our first trip up to hunt, we'd actually just finished our Missouri hunt, and we had a few days left before we had to head back to work, so we jumped over to Scotty Michelle's try our luck in Kansas.
We're just getting to stand, running a little late. It's about 3:30. We actually bumped a doe out of this food plot on the way in, but as soon as we got here, we studied the trail cam pictures a little more, and hopefully we'll see a big one here tonight.
There's a buck over there.
It's our first morning here in Kansas. We hunted yesterday evening, had a lot of action right at the beginning, and then never really saw too much afterwards, but we're in another stand this morning, kind of down in a little creek bottom between two ridges, hoping it'll be a little funnel point. We've already had something walk right behind us. It's still dark, but then just a minute ago we had a buck walk back there. Never did see him, but we heard him hit a few trees, so hoping it's a big one. Maybe he'll circle back through. It's cold. We're seeing some deer. put an end to our day 2 here in Kansas. I was hoping it was going to die down right at dark, but it doesn't look like it's going to. We'll probably sit here just a few minutes longer just in case, but I guess we'll back it up. Hopefully I think it's only supposed to be like 5 miles an hour in the morning, so if we can decide on where we're going to sit, hopefully we'll see something. It's day 3 here in Kansas. It's our second morning. It's just now getting light. Been in the stand probably 30 minutes or so. So far, I think it's just squirrels everywhere. It's about 40 degrees. Wind, I don't even think it's blowing right now, so hopefully something will step out. Last hunt here in Kansas, about 3:30 or so. We're back on this top food plot where we hunted the very first evening. We saw those 2 bucks that evening and haven't really seen anything since. It's really warm, but it is November 9th. It must.
So we hunted hard those few days and not much luck and some bad weather rolling in, so we packed up, headed back home, and by the time we got around to our second trip up there, we decided we'd change it up a little bit. let Josh try his luck at the stands. We headed over to a different zone and some public ground.
We came in this area, we just got here probably an hour or so ago. This is where Lindsey killed her buck last year, so we're kind of familiar with this area. I've been hunting here about 5 years, so kind of narrowed down some good places. But we came in here, found some really good rubs and quite a few of them, a couple scrapes and everything. So I think we're gonna put the camera up right here and look on the ground, see if we can't find some tree, and see what happens. Well, we just got the stand hung. We're up on this little ridge of this draw. There's a creek coming through here. We got a soybean, cut soybean field over here, cut corn field over there. Or no, it's cut soybeans this year, it's cut corn last year. But we got a big rub line, scrapes. It kind of just funnels them down where this bend in this creek is. So we're gonna get out of here, go hang another set for tomorrow because the wind's going to change, and then we're going to come back in here and get in for the evening. Wind's supposed to be blowing 30-35 mile an hour, so and it's 70 something degrees. It's going to be tough, but we're here, so we're going to be in the tree.
Call Joe Barrio with Worldwide Adventures at 602-573-4332.
Torque, Tundra Off-Road, Watson Airlock, World-Class Artistry, Worldwide Adventures, 3D Hunting Supply, Badlands, Tacticam, Full Choke Calls, Hunting Lease Network, Vertical Pursuit Outdoors, Just for Does, Luminoc, Minox.
At Mike's Digital Media, we understand that today's video production is being pulled in multiple directions. Video is changing rapidly, and we're there to keep up the pace and stay ahead of the game. Our experience pays off in added production value, speed, knowledgeable service, and recommendations. Together, we complete your marketing team with the video, web, and photography power that you need. Learn more about Mike's Digital Media online at mikesdigitalmedia.com.
He came right through. There's some big old rubs right in this area. But he come running through. I don't know what he is. He act like he's chasing something, but we hadn't seen nothing. And we've been sitting here for a few hours, so it happened fast. They don't have a lot of footage, but hey, I'll take it any day of the week just like that.
This time we had about 5 days to spend up there, but lucky for me, Josh didn't waste any time and killed the first decent buck we saw that very first evening. We spent most of the night getting him out, about a mile back in public land, and then the next morning we packed up and headed back over to Scotty and Michelle's.
Well, it's almost 4 o'clock. We're just now getting in here. This is a new stand. We haven't hunted before, but it's looking good so far. We got a huge ridge right behind us. Levels out into a little creek bottom and then onto a bean field. So I'm hoping if they're cruising, it's through here. The wind is rocking. This tree is moving. It's probably 60-something degrees. Supposed to drop down to 50 by dark, I think, and then down to 31 tonight. So hopefully if we don't see them this afternoon, we'll get on in the morning too. Starting to get dark pretty quick now. There's a little small aim point that just walked right in. Not too sure what he's doing. He's smelling around down there, but hopefully a bigger one will come by and come a little closer. It's Monday, November 18th. It's nice and cool and the wind's just barely blowing. I think it's supposed to be a lot cooler today than it has been the past few days, so we're sitting up on the top food plot, hoping we'll see something. Well, it's probably getting close to about 3:30. We're just getting into the sand. We're sitting in the same spot we sat this morning. A couple weeks ago we sat here afternoon, had quite a few deer come by, so I'm hoping if they're moving today, they come up here. Wow. I thought this was gonna be a bad morning. it changed just like that. Oh, man. We rattled a little bit earlier right after I said we hadn't seen anything and had a little 8-point come through. I think we might have scared him off a little bit, actually. That same one we saw a couple mornings ago. And then probably 30 minutes maybe, I just happened to look over there and he's standing there looking right at us. I think he kind of, I don't know if he winded us or what, but he kind of started going around us. So we threw a grunt at him and he started angling right in front of us, then came up the ridge up to us. Oh, man.
He's down inside.
Not sure which deer he is, but he's down right there. Man. Oh, I can officially say this is a good year. We got 2 Missouri deer down. A couple days ago we got another one on public land in Kansas, and now right here on some private ground too. I was definitely shaking before, but that was because I was cold. I'm not cold now. Nice. He's heavy. Yeah, he's only got an extra brow tine there and only got 3 on this side. Almost had a 4th one there. He is big. Got a lot of mass. Stuff coming off everywhere. I'm happy.
That's both ones.
Well, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Way to go! Oh my God!
See a toad?
Oh my God! That is awesome!
I told her you killed the first buck. You got the first buck off the place.
Oh my gosh!
And I mean,
So tell me what happened.
He came straight down that little shelf right to the east of us, and he was just sitting there staring right at us. I don't know if he just saw us moving or if he, I don't know, winded us. Maybe the wind was blowing that direction, but he just kind of stood there, seemed like forever, looking at us. And then he slowly just kind of said, for his business, and he started going down the hill away from us. So he grunted one time, and he turned and tried it a few times, and then circled all the way to less than 20 yards from us.
So you grunted him in.
Yeah.
That is
The
so
first
cool.
time
Next time on Widowmakers TV, Tara goes hog hunting.